What is up, everybody? It is Wick here. Right now I'm in a Rummage sale looking for treasure, and I found a lot of good stuff today. Really good stuff. Stay tuned for that. At this Rummage sale, though, I'm looking at this Wii. I don't know if you saw the price there, but it was $175 with a bunch of garbage games. So yeah, I'm passing on that. Bad luck finding video games, really, most of the time for me. It's just always priced too high, or it's just all junk. But it is what it is. It could have been, Super Nintendo with a bunch of games. Just not today. So checking out some media. There's some games over here as well. I think a couple Xbox or PlayStation games. You got some Halloween, Christmas stuff. But I already got a bag full of goodies. Got some good clothing. So just checking now to see if there's anything left. Already went through the rush. And what can I find? You know what? I know I find something else really good. Something that's a $400 item over here. And I'm just kind of looking at it right there, that Delta faucet. So a really good one. It was new in the box there, and I pick those up all the time that are at garage sales that have been opened and not used. Made some really good money on them. So it's kind of weird that I didn't notice it sooner. Checking a box here, what was in there, like a backpack. And let me know, as always, if you see anything I may have missed. Here's some baseball gloves I missed my first time through looking. Of course, I'm in a big hurry when a rummage sale first opens. And these gloves are $2, and there's one there for 50 cents, which is the better one. I don't know why one was priced $2 and the other 50 cents. I think that black one there, which was a Regent or something that's not very good, was also priced $2. But I'll pick up the other two and make some money on them for that price. And it was weird. Some of the things at this rummage sale was priced high. Like the lock set here. I think they wanted like $40 or $50 for it. And I just decided to pass on that. There's a thermostat there, a really good one. I didn't pick up right away. This is why I take multiple pass-throughs, because I always seem to be looking for the really good stuff, and sometimes I just pass on the basic stuff when I'm in these sales till I go around a couple more times. Here's a camera. I don't know what brand it was. It was just a cheaper one. It wasn't worth picking up. They had that price kind of high too, $10. Some GPS stuff. Outdated, was priced kind of high, but found some good stuff in that rummage sale. Here's a barn sale I stopped at. This is another sale where the prices were really high on stuff. Here's some games. The games prices I think were okay. What were they, like $5? Just nothing there. Camcorder. This is a JVC. It wasn't a great model. I got about 4 totes of camcorders I still need to list, so I need to be getting on that. I just ended up passing on that one. It didn't look like it was in the greatest condition. Price was right, though. There were some baseball cards over there. I usually don't buy those because most of the time they're not worth anything. And I honestly do not know which ones are worth something. So I just kind of gave up. Unless I see them really cheap, I just buy them. Something I probably should pay more attention to. All kinds of weird novelty items. I did pick up a couple like Garfield massagers at this one I found. And they had all these boxes of just random, I just say junk. And I even found an old Sega like off-brand controller. It was in terrible shape. But it was fun digging through these. They had some new shoes. Actually had about 20 pages printed out on a clipboard of eBay prices. So when I ask about some vintage jackets or shoes, the guy had to flip through all the eBay pages, and I'm just like, all right, I get it. There's no point of asking these prices anymore because, I'm not paying eBay prices, obviously. It's not my game. So what else did I get here? Some pretty good stuff. I'll have to show you everything in the haul. I don't know what was going on with my footage today. I had some amazing finds in Goodwill that I know I recorded, because if you don't record this stuff, people don't believe you find it sometimes on the internet. So I don't know where it is. I don't know where that clip is. I might look for it some more. If it is, I'll just insert it in here, but I don't know where it could have gone. It's so annoying being a YouTuber and recording all the time and just stuff doesn't record or it disappears. I don't know what it is. But I'm inside of a thrift store now, and I'm looking for some good deals. And I don't see anything at first. This is a, really cheap thrift store, like charity, church ran thrift store, so you can find some really good deals. And I do, of course, after I turn off the camera, but I turn it back on to show you. I got some good shoes and a nice vintage John Deere hat. So worth stopping in there. Inside of a Goodwill, checking out this cart that rolled out, hoping to find something really good. Here's a shaver head. You know what? I sold certain ones of those new for $40 before. That's like an off-brand and it's been opened. Here's a controller. It's a Power A. Unfortunately, just not a really good controller to resell. So I put both of those items back, but grabbed them just enough to look them up, and make sure there was no value. Checking out this Goodwill to see if there's anything as well. And what do we got there? I'm not sure what that was, but over here I see a trademark seller for me. These Homedics massagers. Has the box, has all the attachments, $5.99. A little much. I don't like to pay more than $5 for them typically. But they do sell. I've sold probably a dozen or two of those over the last decade. They do always move. I see one of these Swing Masters at this Goodwill, and somebody about a month ago left a comment saying I walked past one of those. I actually have one listed right now, and I see this one. I'm like, is that the same one? It's still here? Like, it's been like 2 or 3 weeks. There's no way, right? It's only $10, so I do buy it. Why not? I should be able to make some profit on it. And in the cart it goes. So what else we have here? Some just the common stuff you see. I'm sure a lot of you who watch regularly are just like, man, Wick, you keep saying the same stuff on these shelves, but that's part of the thrifting, reselling game. You just have to go to these places as much as possible just to catch anything new. So you're going to see a lot of the same things, and hopefully in every video you see new stuff. I know I see new stuff all the time, so you must be. Checking out the toys on this side, stepping back, taking a wide look to see if I see anything, or I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. The toy section is always packed full of stuff, it seems like, so it takes a bit of an extra amount of time to kind of look through it all and make sure nothing's really being missed. There's a sealed puzzle. Up here is a tote full of play food, and I'm like, oh, this could be a jackpot. So I see a couple Fisher Price items in there, and $12.99 is a bit steep. Yeah, I end up deciding against it simply because most of it wasn't Fisher Price. It was just cheap, like off-brand stuff. So it wasn't worth selling. If it was all Fisher Price, that probably would have been worth like maybe $75. Here's some Lego Technics. There's an open box, and I looked it up. It wasn't worth picking up. So don't see Lego a whole lot on the Goodwill shelves, but when you do, it can be pretty exciting because some of the Legos are obviously worth a fortune. More games. You got some of those Marvel figures up there. Typically, don't pick those up. Some of them can be worth money, though. Isn't the Hulkbuster? It used to be pretty decent. Just the cheap plastic ones. Obviously, if they were like really well made, you should pay attention to those. But I was buying them and making lots, but you just can't get them cheap enough anymore unless you're at a garage sale and you get them for like 50 cents a piece. So I kind of just stopped playing around with them. If anyone knows of any rare ones to look for, you can let me know. But I got some incredible buys at the Rummage sale, garage sale, and Goodwill, and the thrift store. Let me show you what I got. Check it out. I got a great haul here. Some really, really good items. Let's start back here at a garage sale I stopped at. I got a few things. Paid $5 for this Craftsman laser level just because it's new. It's never been used. They don't sell for a whole lot. I'll probably sell it for like $20 plus shipping. Also picked up a couple of these vintage vices. This one right here is a Craftsman, and this one is red diamond, which I almost left the red diamond, but I'm like, there's probably enough money in it to be worth my time. These are actually very heavy, but they're pretty easy to ship. The flat rate shipping. And then sometimes it's probably even cheaper just to ship them ground, even though they weigh a lot. The Craftsman look like some were selling for around $60 in pretty good condition. I mean, these have seen some wear. I'll probably try to get $45, $50 for the Craftsman and and maybe like 30 plus shipping for the red diamond. I think there's about $50 profit there. So down here on the floor, we got this Harman Kardon computer speakers. This is a pretty good set. $5 is what I paid for it. Looked like they were selling between $30 and $40. These things are easy to test. Just hook it right up to my laptop and test it out. Okay, so up here on the table, it's one of those situations where I go in Goodwill and they've just stocked the shoes, and in this case boots. I think there's somebody who donates boots at this Goodwill a lot because they're always the same size, like 6.5 to 7, and they're really high-end stuff. It was about a year ago, if anyone remembers that video, where I went in and got all those boots for dirt cheap, and they were the same size as well, 6.5, 7. So it's probably just somebody there has a lot of money, buys a lot of boots, and then just gets too many and then donates them. I don't know what's going on. I also don't know what's going on because none of these were priced higher than $5. I swear to you that these Goodwills are pricing a lot of shoes higher. For whatever reason, I don't know. I mean, just the other day, there was a pair of Justin boots in that Goodwill price, $25. Here's a pair of Justin boots, new with tags that they didn't have marked up. And you know what? These, I mean, they're not great. They're probably worth $50, $60. Since they're new. Got these ropers here, which I think are worth like $40. There's a couple pairs I looked up. I couldn't find the exact ones, like these Fry boots. And if you look online, you see Fry boots like this. Some of them are over $300. The only evidence I could find, these were priced at $300 and some at one point on Amazon. Couldn't find anything on eBay for them. They're very clean. I don't even know if they've ever been worn. Expect to make at least $100 on those. And then back here, didn't expect these to be Harley Davidson boots, but I saw the little tag there when I was looking at the boots, because I just kept seeing, you know, good looking boots. I think these were about $50 or $60 pre-owned on eBay. But there's also some shoes in Goodwill as well that was pretty good I picked up. Got these Under Armour tactical shoes slash boots. You know, I found and sold these before. They're pretty good. These are in great condition. They got some white spots on them, which I tested. It wipes off, so I'll have to wipe them down a little bit, but they should sell pretty easily for $40-ish. And then I got these because they're new. I don't think I've ever bought them before. Kizik. You can see they've never been worn. I picked them up and decided to look them up, and looking pretty good. I think I can sell those for about $40. I decided to grab these Pumas because I have never seen a pair of Pumas like this before, and these look pretty good at around $40. Somebody wrote Poppy on the back, it looks like. Should be able to get that off no problem, but yeah, otherwise they're in really good condition. And here's another crazy shoe deal. Now, I got these at the thrift store, so I only paid $1 for these. Here's some more writing on these as well. Somebody wrote number 2. Should be able to get that off. But yeah, these are between $40 and $60, it was looking like on eBay. Otherwise, very good condition except for the writing for $1. It's madness, right? But all shoes at that thrift store are $1. And I was like the 5th one in. I was in line to get into that thrift store when it opened. So even being like the 5th person in, I'm just lucky to get those right. And then at the Rummage sale for 50 cents, I just picked up these New Balance shoes. They're missing the insole, but they're very clean. You know, at 50 cents, I'm making at least $10, $15 profit on those, I think. So adding up all the footwear, it's just going to be some great profit. I've done it again. I've found some great shoe deals. I also picked this up at the thrift store. This is a vintage K Products John Deere full mesh hat. And I'm pretty sure this has never been worn before. It is super clean. The cleanest one I've ever found, that's for sure. Because it's so clean, I'm probably gonna price this $50. I saw some selling between $30 and $40. It had some wear. Of course, I've talked about these vintage John Deere hats on the channel before. Some of them, certain styles, $300, $400 even. K Products is a good solid maker to look for. It says it right there, or right there, I guess. Paid 50 cents for it, so I'm gonna try 50. I might have to eventually sell it for 35, 40, but since it's so clean, there's not gonna be that many on eBay in that condition. So I got some random stuff here at the garage sale and rummage sale I went to. Here's a couple of Garfield hand massagers, or handheld massager. These are $2 a piece. They're new. I'm like, maybe they're worth selling. You know, I probably should have looked them up even at $2 because they don't look like they're selling that well. I did see one sell for like $20, but there's quite a few listed. I just noticed a lot of the Garfield plush and vintage toys have been selling higher than usual. So I figured these are going to be pretty good. A lot of massagers are pretty good as well, but still, you know, if I can make $10 a piece in the end, make like $20. Paid $6 for this at the rummage sale. This is a brand new thermostat. Looked like it was selling for like $60, $70 on Amazon. I think I was making about $50 profit. Also sells great on eBay. $40 to $50. So at $6, you can't go wrong buying that. Picked up this red PS3 controller at a garage sale, $5. I think it sells for like $20. I bought it because, red's a bit more unique and it's in good condition. I'll probably just hold on to it for a while anyway. I bought this because I'm a sucker for this type of stuff. This is a Tandy computer, vintage golf game. It's in really good condition. It was only $3. It sells for like $15 plus shipping. I was seeing some sell for. So if it works, I'll go ahead and price that about 15 plus shipping, or probably just price it like 20 free shipping. Here's a vintage kind of space phaser looking gun. This was free at the garage sale, so it is working. I don't know if it lights up. Maybe it's not supposed to light up. It doesn't look like there's a bulb in it. But I've sold guns like this before. Pretty good. People use them for cosplay, and there's even a bit of a collector's market for them. They're not huge money. I believe the last one I sold was like $20, and it looked more like a revolver. I don't think I saw any exactly like this, so I'll probably price it $15, $20. Again, it was free. Got a couple baseball gloves at their Rummage sale. Don't understand the pricing. This Mizuno was 50 cents. It's in good condition. This one I should be able to sell for $35, $40, it was looking like. And then I got this one, which looks like a name written on it. This one was $2, I guess because it's bigger. But still, I should be able to sell that one for like $20. So not bad to pick those up. Also at the Rummage sale, I picked up this Hero Factory Bionicle Lego set. This was only 50 cents. And I saw this and I'm like, oh, this could be huge if it happens to be new inside. It was taped up. Of course, at 50 cents, I'm just buying it, anyway, even if it is used. But some of this Bionicle type stuff, I don't know if it's technically Bionicle, from the makers of Bionicle. It's like a side thing, kind of like Bionicle. It's not as popular. But I know the Bionicle stuff can be worth hundreds of dollars. Some of it's very rare. Just the figures can be worth a couple $100. So I thought, even pre-owned, this is going to be good. Man, new, this thing's selling for like $40, $50 on eBay. So being pre-owned, it's not worth trying to count out the pieces, see if it's all there for that kind of profit, because it is open in there. Probably just harvest the pieces. Kind of shocked it was only worth that much. Okay, so this is a really good find. This is a Delta faucet, waterfall faucet. I got this for $4. I don't know why that says $3,000. Yeah, it was $4, and it is a new in box there. And this thing on Amazon new sells for about $450. Used on Amazon, it's still like $300 and some dollars. However, Delta, I'm no longer allowed to sell Delta products on Amazon. They've restricted the brand name. But if you look on eBay, it's still pretty good. There's people trying to sell them new for $300 to $400. If you look at the last 3 years, you see some selling open box anywhere from $150 to like $300. So I'm expecting to make at minimum $150 on this. Maybe I can pull $200 out. We'll see. It looks like all the pieces are there from what I know about faucets. I've also done very well selling open box faucets at garage sales and places. I think it was last year I got 3 or 4 at a sale that were open box. I ended up making like $400 or $500. Here is a new sealed shower head of some sort, $2. I couldn't find this exact one. I would imagine I can sell it for 20 plus shipping, being brand new. So this box was pretty exciting. I think this is the first thing I picked up at the Rummage sale when I went in there. I love opening things and seeing what could be in it. And I would say guess what's in here, but there's like no way anyone's going to guess, and that's just weird. So I'm just going to open it. $10 for all these. They're Smurfs, vintage Smurfs from the 70s. And 80s. These are Schleich and I think it's Peyo or Pepyo. I can't remember exactly. Some of them have a little bit of wear, but some of them are in good condition. Here's like some sort of Smurf die cast and some Smurf ceramic in there as well. I think there's like 60 to 75 figures, and the vintage Smurf lots like this that are Schleich, pretty good when you look at them. Anywhere from $150 to $300 for about this many. I know some of them are more rare, so maybe I'll have to do a little bit more research to figure out if I have rare ones and what I can get. But I think I'm selling these for at least $200 to start. You see, I paid $10 for all of them, so I think that's a great buy there. Should make some good profit. Underneath, I just got one of these Homedics massagers. This is a pretty good model, and it has all the attachments. So of course I'm going to pick that up. just a little bread and butter item. They always sell eventually. I'll make like 15, 20 bucks on it. Also, I didn't mention under here, this Swing Master. I think it was last week. I had one in a video, or at least at the time of this recording anyway. And I had another video after that, and there was one at another Goodwill I didn't see on the shelf. Somebody pointed it out, said maybe I could have bought that and make money if it was cheap enough. I went back in that Goodwill today. This is like a week. Maybe 2 weeks since I recorded that video. I saw it down there. I'm like, there's no way no one bought this, right? So maybe it's just a different one at the same Goodwill. I don't know. The one I have right now, I think I priced $50 or $60. This one was only $10, so I'll probably price this one $50 or $60 as well, whatever I price the other one at. I can't imagine no one buying it over 2 weeks because they do sell pretty good. I'll make like 30 bucks on it, right? Very easy. All I gotta do is plug it in and see if it works. So check this out. This was a really cool find. I didn't expect this to be worth as much as it is, honestly, but I was kind of looking forward to getting home and looking it up. This is a Dragon Ball Z vintage all over print shirt. And when I picked it up at the Rummage sale, I'm like, well, this is worth picking up for 50 cents. Saw the tag and I'm like, yeah, it looks like the vintage tag. When I got home and first looked it up, I saw one that was listed for, I think it was $600. I'm like, oh, don't tell me it's that good. But when I start looking at what sold, I saw this style selling for between $70 and $75. So for 50 cents, that's really good, right? And then also for 50 cents, I picked up these. I believe they're probably new, never worn. I'll have to sell them as pre-owned because they're missing the tags. But just 2 of these, Alaska, really cool wilderness print, vintage tag. I bought these just blind at 50 cents. I'm like, yeah, there's some money in these. Turns out they look pretty good. I saw look like a couple different sold listings for around 25 a piece pre-owned, so should make at least $20 profit on both of those. They're in great condition. But there it is, everybody. That is my haul for today. Thank you so much for watching. I love days like this where I can go to a rummage sale and then hit Goodwill and just find absolutely incredible stuff, because sometimes you can go a whole week, 2 weeks, and not even find this much going out every day. But before you go, hit that like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. It helps the video out. Make sure you're subscribed. It helps out even more. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Till next time.